What's happening, my OHSOs? What's happening, my OHSOs? What's happening? You know what time it is. We have another circuit training for you. So we're going to pop it off and do these face pull alternatives, pull-ups. Now, you can tell how my body's placed. I'm trying to keep my torso and my legs pretty straight. I do have bent knees, and my feet are nicely placed on an edge. And we come back for the second set. I'm still going straight to the face, almost like a skull crusher, but remember, we're not bending the arms to perform a tricep workout. We're working on getting those shoulders back. It's a shoulder exercise, okay? So round 2, we all done. We almost there. Big ticket round 3. Now I'm a little tired here, but I noticed 2 things. I wanted to get a bigger pull on my shoulders and make it a little bit wider. So I bowed a little bit, so a little bit breaking my stance. I'm gonna straighten it back out. This reminds me of a funny joke or a funny story this dude once told me. He said, Jay, working out for people, man, it's like going to get, medicine or going grocery shopping or getting gas for their car. Now, if they put it off long enough, they're going to really, really, really need to do it. But if they do it regularly scheduled and they're on time with it and they got a plan, oh, man, they're not going to have to worry about a thing. I said, that's a good point. And then we go into a few different movements that you can do really in any order. But I like to start off with tiring out my arms. So especially a mom and dad who has to take their kids to the park, playtime's important. But they also want to make sure that they have a chance to get their workout too. Now, if I have some babies, this is how I'll be looking for them right before I go back to my next set. As they're on the swings or as they're sliding down the slide, I'm just going to go ahead and do these pull-ups. Nice and easy. It's not going to take you but 10 to 15 seconds. Your babies can be right there as you do them. And that's the best part. Okay. Now, we all know how to do a pull-up, but one thing you can focus on is really stretching out those lats and opening up your chest and pulling that bar closer to your nipple or chest line. So it's not behind me. That bar is in front of my face, right? Now, I'm not one of those people who are going to restrict you on how you should do every single pull-up or pull-down. But I always say, when you're starting off, keep it simple, right? 3, we got some dips. Now, before I get these dips started, I got to test out my athleticism, you know what I'm saying? Straight into our dips. I'm trying to dip my body like a tortilla chip, you feel me? I don't know if it's bean dip, cheese dip, or some salsa, but it's going to get dipped, you heard? So, we back in it. Another thing I'm trying to do outside of dipping my body is stay even, right? We want that sauce on the whole chip. We don't want it on one side compared to the other. No, I'm trying to make sure I come right with it. Now, after we do our dips, we're going to do these pistol squats. All right, I want you to see what it looks like from all angles. Dip the chip. Now I'm in, I'm out. You don't want to sit too long with these dips because remember, we've already worked our shoulders. So the important thing is a nice paced dip, right? We're going to widen that chest as much as possible. We're going to lower down and dip into that position, right? And then we're going to explode out, right? And that's the most important thing is that you want to make sure that you're doing it on pace. You're not giving yourself too much stress as far as to your shoulder joints, and you're exploding out of that dip by squeezing your chest and really extending those triceps. All right, guys, now last but not least, just before I hit this RDL to loosen up my hamstrings, we're going to hit this pistol squat. Now, let's say it's not so tough. So you can use maybe one arm to help balance if you're on the edge of something, or you can try this without using any support, but I'm a big fan of supporting this pistol squat and making sure you stay in line. Okay, we're gonna test it out anyway. You know what I'm saying? Dip that chip. Now in this case, I'm gonna put my foot in it. Here, hit a little chicken wing pistol squat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna switch my foot, get out of there. Now, for me, I've had repaired knees, so on my left side, it's a little bit easier compared to my right side. I know I have more stability on my left side, so you'll notice that I'm gonna dip my hip a little bit different when I do this right side, but you still see the strength, you still see the flexibility, and a lot of it is just me getting used to that movement because it doesn't feel as strong as my other side. Now, most importantly, guys, what we did today was a face pull, a pull up, right, wide grip. We did some dips and we did some pistol squats. Let's get it, let's go. And DM me if you're ready for a custom workout. Alrighty, some behind the scenes. Now, as a reminder, history is that we didn't always poop how we poop now. We used to squat down into a hole and poop. Now, one thing that this helped us do anthropologically and over the years, thousands and thousands of years, is develop ankle flexion, right? Be able to bend at the ankles, be able to lean at the ankles. And that's something that I feel like we're missing nowadays. Now, I'm really big on pelvic floor exercises. I'm really big on knee exercises and strengthening hamstrings, quads, etc. But let's go ahead and bring back those deep squats and really sitting in that bucket when we can, especially non-weighted. And if you're feeling ballsy or, you're a beast, do some weighted deep squats. Now, do some weighted deep squats. Now,